I really want to schedule my timing, but that's not going to happen until April because next month is crazy busy in my schedule. So I'm just going to keep popping in if that's okay. Today, I'm going to put a poll here. Let's see, add a question. Do you work with a narcissist? Yes or no? All right, so for those who are joining, you're going to see this poll published there. I am coming in today to talk to you about toxic workplace behavior number 3 out of 15. So I'm doing a series of different workplace behaviors that may be creating toxicity for you personally in the workplace. Now, it is difficult. I mean, there's a lot of different personalities in the workplace, and we are definitely bound to come across some that are edges for us, or maybe you might be the edge for another person. And often what I'm finding in the workplace is it's usually a miscommunication, that the communication attempt failed, and there's a lot to deal with perception and interpretation. All a great conversation for another day. Today, I want to specifically talk about narcissists. So a lot of different definitions, and we have narcissists, and then we have narcissistic personality disorders. So just kind of want to talk a little bit about that. So what is it? I was watching a few videos from leaders in the industry, and I really liked this one by Dr. Craig Malkin, and he shares the 3 E's of narcissism. So I wanted to share that with you. Now, by the way, if you would like a hard copy of this and a download, just go ahead and join the Conquer Conflict group. It's free, and inside that group, though, you're going to get actually more than what I talk about here on the page. And there'll be more information in the document about narcissists as well. But I'm going to give you the 3 E's, kind of define what a narcissist is, how to identify it, and 3 ways that you might use to better position yourself to survive the workplace. Okay. As always, if you're popping in and joining me here, make sure you just let me know where you're watching from. Put your name, say hello, let me know you're there. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat and I will certainly answer them. Narcissist, the 3 E's. So we have, the first one is exploitation. Right? This means that the world should meet my needs above anybody else, no matter what the cost. So there's an exploitation of other people and other things for me to advance. The second E is entitlement, in that everybody else should bend to the will of me. Right? And then the empathy that they have, it's an empathy impairment, in that in most situations they have a difficult time being empathic and understanding another's feelings. But there can be moments where they do show that. So that's one of those areas where, yes, it fits, yes, it doesn't fit. You might have a bit of a challenge identifying a narcissist because they can kind of come in and out of being able to show empathy. I'll give you 3 signs to look for. There are 10 in my document on the Conquer Conflict group. Be sure to go there. But 3 things to look for is an insensitivity or a casual disregard for other people. Their feelings, their thoughts, their needs, their time. Don't care about it. Their possessions, don't care about it. There's just no connection to having any value for them. They also have a tendency to exploit you for their own selfish gain. So this might be that they take credit for work you've done because they need to have, it's like they're almost dependent. Actually, let me go back. I didn't share this part. Narcissism is a selfish sense of entitlement, coupled with or coexisting with a lack of empathy for others, which leads to the sense of self-importance. It's an inflated sense of self-importance, right? So as they are taking advantage of you and exploiting you, it is to serve that need that they have, and it is a need to feel important. So you might do the work, but they're going to claim they did it and take the credit, so they need to look better. With that, they may put others down to separate that superiority and inferiority complex that comes along with it, and use that method to, again, further their need to feel important and desirable. One more sign, so we've talked about that insensitivity towards others. They don't care about your needs, your feelings, your wants, desires. Doesn't matter because mine are the most important. We talked about the exploiting of others for their own selfish gain. And let's just see, I've got 10 on my screen. How about this one? Oh, they think that they are above policies, laws, that I don't have to follow them. If I was that person, they apply to all of you, but not to me, because there are exceptions and I get to live in those. So 3 different ways. There are many other behaviors, but how do you deal with them? I want to give you 3 tips as well. First of all, you may hear a lot of people talk about, you don't have to deal with this, just quit. And in some cases, that might be your best defense. If you are feeling the emotional strain, the physical strain, you're at the verge of stress leave, or you need to just get away from it, obviously I think take stress leave first if you can, because it gives you time to heal and recover as opposed to just quitting. Because if you just quit, you're still needing that time to recover, so stress leave. And then quit if you're not going to go back. Not a problem. Number 2, set boundaries. If you are not in a position where you can leave this job, you need to set some boundaries. Now in my masterclass I talk about 4. We talk about physical boundaries, emotional intellectual boundaries, time boundaries, and value boundaries. So if they are exploiting your time, maybe they've been asking you to do some personal errands, or you've been asked to take on some of what their job should be, but they're not giving you any credit for it. That's a time boundary, and you may need to just revisit your scope of practice or your job expectations and kind of just bring the conversation back to facts. Number 2 would be to fact check. I want to give you another boundary example. Talked about time, but what about values? What if they're just disrespectful? In a meeting, they name call you, they put you down. That's a value boundary, and that's a conversation about what is an expectation in terms of respect in the workplace. And you may actually need to involve an external department such as HR, human resources, if you have them, in order to make sure the policies are being followed. You know, often with a narcissist, that first level conversation, it still needs to happen in my mind. You're not likely to get the resolution, and then you'll need to just follow the policy to get where you need to go. All right, so that was setting boundaries. We also talked about fact checking. Number 2, fact checking. Because a narcissist is looking to make themselves look better, they may tell stories. They may be putting others down to increase their positioning or status. And so it can be really easy to get trapped and pulled into that gossipy kind of workplace. But your best defense, fact check. Go to the source, talk to the person, find out what's really going on, and make sure that you're not falsely being drawn into something that actually doesn't exist. Number 3, I'm going to give you, I got a few on this list, I'm going to give you self-care. Self-care is so important for all of our conflicts. Taking care of yourself, so whether that's going for a walk, journaling, taking a dance class, riding a horse, whatever it is that fills your soul outside of the workplace, be sure to put some of that into your day-to-day routine. Because when you feel fulfilled, then you can come back the next day feeling better, in a better position and more capable to deal with the situation again. But if we don't take care of ourselves, then the well becomes dry, and it's a nightmare, okay? So that is how to deal with a narcissist at work. Be sure to join the Conquer Conflict group and get the download, which has even more information in there. And if you've dealt with a narcissist, leave your comments below and let me know how that worked out for you. What are some of the tips and tools that you have learned that's helped you stay in that job? Or how did you exit? All right. So until next time, guys, make it a great day. And